Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I wanted to put together a quick video because a lot of people have asked me to do this. I've seen some other people do it too, which I think was a great idea because it's very beneficial to the community. How to beat the AJ Styles $1 million tower in WWE 2K19. There's a lot of, I won't say a lot, there's a couple little intricate things that I think are crucial to making sure that you complete this. So I wanted to help out everybody that's kind of been hitting me up and saying, hey, you got any tips for the blah, blah. I know people said that they watched my very long live stream to get some tips for it, but some people don't want to watch an hour and a half worth of video. So I'm kind of going to compress it down into a shorter version and just kind of touch on the things that I think are really important in beating the $1 million tower. If this helps you, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Stay subscribed to the channel for much more WWE 2K19 content. Number one, we're gonna kick it off. I'm gonna teach you a word you might not know: cheese. So, in the gaming world, okay, cheese is essentially, it's essentially doing something that's like not against the rules, not outside of like what's fair, but it's kind of corny. Like, for example, stomping someone on the ground over and over to make them waste reversals. Online, that would be known as kind of cheesy. In the $1 million tower, this is gonna be known as, you gotta do it. It's gonna be known as, you ain't got no damn choice. Number one, your priority is reversals, but not your reversals, your opponents. Always, listen to me, always stay ahead of your opponents in reversals. AJ Styles has 4. Just about every other opponent he faces, except for Luke Gallows, who has 3, and Golden AJ that has 5. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 that are different. Everybody else also has 4 reversals, the same amount as you. You need to make sure that they waste theirs before you waste yours. Stomps. Stomp them on the ground, make them waste their reversals. Pay attention to when your stamina's getting low too, because it's gonna get purple within the first match, and it's gonna be purple probably in every match going forward. But your number one priority in this entire thing, you need to come into this tower thinking, I'm not fighting opponents, I'm fighting reversals. It's your reversals versus theirs. You need to stay ahead, or you're gonna end up hurting yourself in the long run. All right, submission matches. Here's how I found, this was the easiest way for me. I know some people have other ways of doing it. Work the legs. Some people, you know, they want to do the phenomenal forearm and the Muda lock, which is like, it's good, it just takes longer. It takes longer. Or like spamming the Pele kick over and over and then doing the Muda lock. But I found that working the legs worked really great to set up the calf crusher because of how strong the calf crusher is compared to the Muda lock. The Muda lock is just a regular submission. The calf crusher is a signature. So by default, signatures, finishers, typically cause more damage to your opponents to begin with. So if you were setting them up by working the legs and then hitting that calf crusher, you should be okay. I think I beat 2 or 3 of the submission matches like with 1 calf crusher because I just worked the legs over and over. I made them waste all their reversals. I worked the legs over and over and then just hit that signature and it was over. To work the legs, you got to get in a standard grapple by pressing X or A. This is, you know, just beginner tips for people that don't know that. Then you hold either R1 or RB, depending on what controller you have, and then you press X or A, and AJ is going to do a takedown that injures the opponent's legs. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. Put the shampoo in your hair pieces, rinse it out, repeat it, do it one more time. It's a submission match. Do not get fancy. Work the legs. Also, if you're having trouble, if your opponents are tapping you out, whatever, maybe you just suck at submission matches or breaking out of submissions, fight your opponent outside the ring until you know they're ready to tap. You can't tap outside the ring. If you can keep your opponent outside the ring until you know that you got to do one more submission and this man's gonna tap, keep it outside the ring if you're kind of iffy about your submission matches. Also, a very important note on submission matches, I use the button mashing option because I hate the half circle submission hot mess. No, I'm not gonna do it. Some of you might be, listen, some of you might be professionals with it. And if so, cool, good for you. But if you're like struggling on submission matches and you have a decent tapper finger tapper, then I suggest trying that. No stamina needed, right? You don't need to worry about your stamina running out or trying to boost it or whatever. It's literally just tap the hell out of the buttons, and you can make your opponent tap out or escape a submission if you need to. All right, another tip. Don't ever, listen to me, don't ever use your first payback, the kip up. You don't need it. Do not use it. Don't waste it. If you're getting your booty whooped, keep getting your booty whooped until you get that resiliency filled up. Just in case. Just in case. It's basically like, it's basically a get out of jail free card, you know? So it lets you escape a pin, a submission, whatever. Do not underestimate how powerful that is and waste a pay. Like, I know sometimes you're on the ground and you're getting like hit with move and you can't reverse, and you just want to hit it to just get up and get back in the fight. Don't bother. Do not waste it. Do not waste it. It's seriously gonna come save you in the long run, especially in the later matches when you're gonna be like pretty much dead for the most part. Finally, my final tip above all, most important one, don't give up. Don't give up. You're probably not gonna beat it on your first try. You might. It took me 3 tries. It took other people dozens of tries, days of attempts, but you know, everybody's different. Just because it's easy for someone else doesn't mean it also has to be easy for you. Just because it's hard for someone else doesn't mean it has to be hard for you. People might blow through this on their first try, and if so, that's awesome. And hopefully with these tips, you will be able to blow through it on your first try. There are gonna be glitches. There are gonna be little BS things that happen from time to time, but don't let that stop you from beating this. Look, let me put it this way. People are like, oh, well, you know, what are my odds of winning $1 million anyway? Look, all you gotta do is beat this damn mode, right? You beat this damn mode. They don't send you a check in the mail. That's not how it works. You beat this mode. You go through the 2K. You know, I forget exactly what all the stipulations are. You submit, you know, to 2K that you beat it, and then you gotta cut the promo, right? Think about how many people are actually gonna beat the $1 million tower versus how many people own the game, right? So that's already a smaller percentage you gotta worry about. Now think about how many people are actually gonna submit a promo after they beat it. That cuts the field down even further. Now, how many of those people do you think are actually gonna cut that great of a promo? I don't know, it's a toss-up. But that's probably gonna cut the field down even further. So, the people think that there's this, oh my God, this like, it's just these astronomical numbers of chances that I have, but like, if you beat this, if you cut a good promo and you are good at the game in tournament play, like, this could be your shot. So all I'm saying is don't give up on it. Keep it moving, keep it going. Good luck, and hopefully these tips helped you out. If they did, again, hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Also, let me know down in the comment section below if you'd like me to do like a follow-up to this. Like, this is how to easily beat the $1 million tower. Now how about we do a, you know, Chris teaches you how to cut a decent promo type of thing. That's not a bad idea. Look at me, just out here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time. Peace.